apparently I might have ADHD. Or at least that's what my personal feed on social media keeps trying to convince me of anyway. No, this isn't some tinfoil hat moment, and I'm not positing some wackadoodle conspiracy theory. This is to do with the way mental health is advertised on social media. It feels like every other post is an ad that goes along this kind of format. Starts off with a bit of flattery saying that we're smart or something like that. Then goes on to point out how the fact that we procrastinate, that we start things and don't always finish them, and that we're easily distracted, probably means we've got ADHD. And after you've seen enough of those videos, you start thinking to yourself, hang on a fucking minute, that sounds just like me. But here's the problem with that. These adverts are written in a very clever way, a bit like newspaper horoscopes. They point out traits and behaviours that most people can recognise in themselves. They're general. A lot of people have them. And it's not long before you start thinking to yourself, fuck me, there's something wrong with me. But there's another explanation that people rarely mention. In psychology, there's something called the Big Five personality traits. And people sit somewhere on those scales at a percentile point and things like that, to do with openness, conscientiousness and industriousness and so on. Depending where you sit on some of those scales, some of your personality traits can look a lot like what people call symptoms online. Now that doesn't mean that ADHD isn't real. Of course it is. But noticing a few behaviours consistent with an advert on social media doesn't necessarily mean you've got a condition. Lots of people get distracted. Lots of people procrastinate. The real question is much simpler. How much is it messing with your life? You need to ask yourself, is it seriously disrupting your life? Is it causing you stress? Is it stopping you from functioning normally? Because social media is very good at one thing, convincing you that you've got a problem. And once you're convinced you've got a condition, guess what? There will be somebody there waiting to sell you the solution. And if you've got a condition, they may have the solution. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is, be very wary about diagnosing yourself based on something you've seen on a social media platform. And this isn't just about ADHD, this is about all sorts of mental health conditions as well. Look, if you really are concerned about your mental health, and it's not just something that's happening now and again, it's something that's affecting your day-to-day life, then don't look on social media, don't do self-diagnosis, don't ask AI, go and speak to a professional and find out for sure. But if you're the kind of person that's interested in going a bit deeper into why your personality is the way it is, how your habits work, that's the kind of thing I talk about. I don't censor it, I talk in normal language, no bullshit, no hype, no false like positivism. Is that the right word? No BS mental health, that's me. And if that's your kind of thing, then click the follow, like, subscribe button thingy above or below, and I'll see you in the next video.